Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to AFTV, the Starting 11 show. And before I introduce my highly esteemed panel of fellow Arsenal fans, please subscribe, please get your comments in, please get your super chats in, and please check out all of AFTV's content. We have got Arsenal or Burnley versus Arsenal at Turf Moor. It's the big one. Can Arsenal keep another clean sheet, another shutout, going into November with no goals conceded in October? So, starting over on my right-hand side, let me introduce to you a fan's favourite. He is the bold to my Adams for his rock-solid football knowledge. This guy knows it all. He has got unlimited amounts of football knowledge. And let me also tell you that this guy is an absolute G. If you saw this diamond encrusted necklace that this guy was wearing, it was the size of my house and it glistened and gleamed like a Christmas tree. Introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Laurie Lyle.
Yeah.
Thanks for that introduction, too kind. And it wasn't diamond encrusted, by the way. But
what was
it did the job.
Mate, you was dripping.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Heavy.
This guy was best dressed,
Yeah,
hands down.
and he this suit, the collar, the lot.
Proper.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Cecil, put on a really good 30th birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
so
birthday to Cecil.
That's,
Happy
I
birthday,
was
Cecil,
about to come to that. Happy birthday, Cecil's 30th birthday. Happy birthday to him. It was a great night last night. We all left early. Very well
Very
behaved.
professional behaviour.
Very professional. Very professional.
I think you were there till the latest, right?
Yeah, I stayed till about 1:30. It was due to finish at 2. But yeah, it was a very good night. And yeah, it was very Cecil. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I'll be having a chat with him later. It was a very Cecil night, even down to his 2 outfits. Did you notice he had 2 outfits on?
Changed
I do,
halfway
yeah.
through.
I
The man changed halfway through. So, but yeah, well, shout out to Cecil. There's some dignitaries in the house. They had AG doing the music at one point. They had a couple of other artists doing impromptu PAs. They had Chip was in the house. Those of you like grime and all that stuff. So, yeah, man, it's good.
And on the they brought up on a projector all of Cecil's friends. You had Will Smith, KSI,
Oh yeah.
Troy Deeney,
Deji.
all of these guys up there. Like it was just some mad A-list sort of this Cecil's
Very Cecil.
black book.
Very Cecil.
So no, good stuff. So that leads me on very well to my next guest. She is the other half of the Marty Ellis show, the Brady to my Gronkowski.
Wow.
She is the Bergkamp to my Henri.
Wow.
Ella Smetana, like Mount Etna, the volcano of football knowledge. Please welcome Ella.
Thanks, Marty. Thank you. I think Henri to Dennis Bergkamp is like the biggest compliment you can get in football. So I'll take that. I'll take that a lot.
There you go.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well,
You must be running out of superlatives. I mean, if you did that, what are you going to do for this,
Mate,
man?
listen,
Yeah, what's
He always
that?
lines away.
We're coming in. We're coming in hot for Christian right now. So that brings me on to my next host on the show. This guy is an absolute superstar on social media. And by the way, do check him out on social media. This guy has got millions of followers. This guy's got content for days. Fresh from the set of Made in Chelsea. This guy was filming all day yesterday, coming down to King's Road with his salon-groomed locks. No, we don't want a tie. We want to win, but we want Christian tie. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian tie.
Appreciate it, Marty. Thank you very much.
So, everyone, Starting 11 show. Big game today. How are we seeing it?
Look, on paper, it's a game that Arsenal should be winning. Hopefully another clean sheet, hopefully a good performance, hopefully goals, but all hopefully, right? It's the Premier League. No game is a given. You can't take any team. You can't underestimate any team. And Burnley have had some good results recently. They also, when Liverpool went there, they pushed them to the 95th minute, and Liverpool got a penalty and won that. At Old Trafford, it was 2-2 till the 95th minute. They've got quality. They've got a good manager. They've got a good team. I think they got 100 points in the Championship last season.
Yeah,
like, they're a unit that is together and know how to play together. And with that crowd behind them, it's going to be a tough day. If we turn up, I think we win the game. But if we're at 70, 80%, you could drop points here. So just be careful. get the job done, be professional, and hopefully get another win.
Fantastic. Ella,
Yes.
thoughts on today's game?
I think it's also just more about us continuing with our form and pushing on, because I think, like we've said before the last couple of fixtures, when we looked at the fixture list, this was a period where hopefully we can go on and push, and we've seen other teams around us dropping points, which is exactly what we want to be seeing. But like I said last week, it kind of only matters when we then take advantage of our games and win our games of football. So, you know, there are some really difficult fixtures coming up over the next couple of weeks for, you know, City, Liverpool, Spurs. So hopefully all those teams that are kind of in and around the top four, if they can drop points and we can really push on over the next couple of weeks, then I think we'll be able to hopefully create a really good gap, and I think it will look really nice for Arsenal. But like I said, obviously it only matters if we then take advantage. I think we should win today, but I can't see it being like a big thrashing, which it could be. If we really turn up, it obviously could be, no disrespect to Burnley, but I think it could end up being slightly closer maybe than people think, but ultimately doesn't matter as long as we get the win.
Definitely. So, Laurie, thoughts on today's game, mate?
Yeah, I kind of agree with what Ella and Christian have said, although I would slightly take issue with what Christian said about there's no easy games in the Premier League, because there are 1 and 2. I mean, West Ham, that was very easy. And if we played Wolves, you know, I mean, that's going to be, because those two teams are pretty much dead already. But I hear the sentiment. You can't take teams too lightly. Now, Burnley, what are they? 16th in the table. We should be beating them. Let's have it right. But, you know, we have to respect the fact that they are a decent side. They've got a decent manager. He'll set them up well. We know what they're going to do. It's going to be low block on steroids. They're going to try and hit us on the counter. And so we have to be cognizant of that, prepare for that, show them the due respect. But as Ella says, at the end of the day, it's about levels, isn't it? And we are levels above Burnley.
So do you think, because I was speaking on Box to Box with Joe from Turfcast, big shout out to him, and he was saying that Burnley, instead of, I know against Liverpool they set up with 11 men behind the ball, and that was literally
and the subs.
That was a camp out. That was like literally, you know, come and break us down. And unfortunately, at the end of the game, it was a sloppy handball. Mo Salah gets the penalty, puts it in the roof of the net, and that's how they ended up breaking them down. They can be a really stubborn team to break down at Turf Moor. But also Joe was saying that, you know, they come out and they play football as well. I mean, they just had a good result against Wolves. And ironically, they've actually conceded, I think, more goals this season in the Premier League than they did in the entire Championship campaign last season. Which is, they were, like you said, Christian, picked up 100 points. Their goalkeeper moved on, but they've brought in, they've brought Dubravka in, and he's been really good actually. He's been fantastic. They brought in Kyle Walker, who's been very good for him as well. A lot of people said, oh, he's lost his legs, but actually how they play probably suits him a lot better, because he doesn't have to get up and down the pitch, because they sit back a bit more. Christian, how do you see them setting up against Arsenal today? Yeah,
they'll sit back. They'll try and catch us on the counter. If you offered them a 0-0 now, they'd snap your hand off. So it will be that kind of game. I think, I say this before every Arsenal game now, because it's just how we are. We'll have enough chances to win this game. And whether we win it or not will come down to if we take those chances. If there is one criticism of Arsenal this season, it's not being clinical enough. You know, there's games that we could have killed off where, you know, we're missing chances, or we're not quite making the right decision in the final third. And obviously the criticism of us creating enough chances from open play and enough open play goals. I understand that. You know, we've relied on set pieces a little bit, you know, but when teams do set up in a low block, sometimes you have to rely on that. So I think, like I said, we'll create enough today to win the game. I expect them to sit back. But we need to get the first goal in this game. The first goal is massive. If they go 1-0 up, they'll just sit back even further. So go 1-0 up early. I think we did was it 2 years ago we played them? We were in the yellow kit. I think we won 5-0 away. And Odegaard scored early, and then the floodgates open. We won that 5-0. So, yeah, I want to see the same today. Get 3 points. Liverpool got a tough game later, home against Villa. Man City are playing Bournemouth at home, I think tomorrow. A very tough game. So either of them could drop points. So just do our job first. We could be 10 clear of Liverpool, 9 clear of City, and then put the pressure on them. Like that, what a great place to be that would be.
Yeah.
And then Sunderland next week, and they're playing each other. So just keep putting the pressure on, keep winning, and just keep doing our job.
Definitely. So, team selection-wise, the team news will be out shortly. Who can you guys see Arteta starting with and going with personnel-wise?
I think we're very close to seeing an established first 11. I think we are, despite how considerable squad depth, which is, I must say, is amazing. I think what we're seeing in the last few games is that there's a pattern starting to emerge now. Whereas there were conversations about the left back, for example, Marsler, Skelly and Calafiori, it would appear that Calafiori is the man in possession. Likewise, right back, Timber, and Ben White is Timber. I think the midfield area is one that's starting to kind of take care of itself as well.
Particularly when Odegaard's out as well.
Exactly,
It's completely
So I think the only position that arguably is up for debate at the moment, in my opinion, I'll be interested to hear what you guys think, is the left side, the left back. Sorry,
left wing.
Left wing,
Yeah.
or creative left side forward, whoever you want to. So so I'm seeing what looks to be like an established first 11 for the time being. Anyway.
You can pretty much guarantee what the team's going to be today.
Yeah.
Go on. Do you want to run through it, Christian?
Well, it'll be Timber, obviously Raya in goal. Timber. I think Mosquera will play unless Saliba is back, but I think I don't think Saliba is back. Gabriel Calafiori, Raya Subamendi, Eze, Saka, Gyökeres, Trossard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, I agree. Martinelli or Trossard would be the only question if Martinelli was fit, but he's not. So
He's not.
unless Arteta wants to do something crazy and throw Marino in or something for no reason, no apparent reason, because we've been winning with this team.
Well, let's
think
be
that would
honest,
the 11.
he could do that.
Could do.
Know him to be the type of manager that could just throw someone in unexpectedly. Listen, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I like the idea of playing players on, when they're in good form as well. But I think that if something's not broke, then don't fix it. Like, we've got a good thing going with our team, so I don't think we need to be seeing lots of rotation, particularly when we need the bench in like most games. So we have those players on the bench will be used. We're going to need them in moments. So I don't think there's no.
So could you see, Laurie, Eze being a key part of this team? Obviously, he scored his first Premier League goal for Arsenal last weekend against his old team. And obviously his creativity against this, tough Burnley side. Could that be a key area of the pitch and a key piece of personnel to help break down this Burnley side?
Definitely. I think it's interesting, like myself and Christian and El as well, we spoke about this during the week, or was it last week? We were talking about the difference between Eze in the 10 and Odegaard in the 10. So we was opining that with Odegaard, what you get, don't get us wrong, both of them have got lots of quality, so that goes without saying. But what you get with Odegaard, I think you get more athleticism, more running ability, greater pressing, maybe possibly a greater urgency. With Eze, what you get the quality, but you also get a guy that's capable of unlocking a bit more. He will try to do the unexpected, the unpredicted. And I think in terms of goals and shooting and stuff like that, I think he's superior to Odegaard in that respect. But they both bring different qualities.
So we've got the team news. It is out.
Interesting.
So Raya.
I'm looking at Christian's face.
Strong.
So listen, when you look at this, so we've got Raya starts in goal. Obviously, you've got Timber playing at right back. Saliba starts. Okay, Gabriel next to him. The Wall
is back.
The Wall is back. Calafiori. These big four solid, strong centre backs. And I love that about Arteta. He plays basically four centre backs.
Yeah.
Then we've got Subamendi in the 6, Rice in the 8, Eze starts in the 10, then Saka on the right hand side, Gyökeres in the 9, and Trossard on the left hand side.
That's a strong team.
So
strong.
Okay. You seem to have like a bit of surprise in your face.
Yeah, because I didn't think Saliba would play.
Oh right, that was it.
I think I'm surprised as well. I thought he'd 100% be out today.
Yeah.
And just quickly, I'm going to run through the subs quickly. We've got Kepa on the bench, Mosquera, White, Hincapié, Norgard, Wanyeri, Marino, Lewis Skelly and Dowman. That bench looks scintillating.
That bench, right?
That's
Honestly,
strong.
that is. I say this without any equivocation. That is the best bench in the Premier League.
100%.
Yeah, and with
It's not even close.
4 attackers still. Imagine Odegaard on that bench. Kai Havertz,
Madueke.
Jesus, Madueke. They would all be on that bench.
Mate, you've got a defensive masterclass there as well. Mascara, White, Hincapié, and Lewis Skelly. You've got, listen, you could literally change the whole defence as well.
Am I right in thinking all of those are internationals as well? The
Yeah.
bench.
Yeah.
Well, Max Dowman's obviously.
lot of them,
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, though, if we ever get to a point this season where we have like a fully fit squad with no injuries, he's going to have to make some really tough decisions naming match day squad.
You can't take them all.
Yeah, you can't.
Like,
True.
important players will have to be left out because we've got so many top players.
I'm going to say this now. I think we see Max Dowman at some point today.
Yeah,
I'd love
just
to.
gonna
I hope
say
someone's
that.
on.
I think he should be
prediction already.
rewarded after. I thought he played well in the Carabao Cup, so I feel like he should be rewarded with minutes, and he's good enough. We all know he's good
I think
enough.
you could say he was our man of the match, in that game.
He was very
probably
bright.
was.
Because I've got to be honest, we didn't make the best of starts.
Or Ethan Wanyeri, I thought he had a good game as well.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what's funny?
on.
You said we got 4 centre backs, right?
Yeah, go on.
One of those centre backs is the best right back in the Premier League.
Yeah, I know. I know.
crazy is that?
I know. No, one of those centre backs is the best right back in Europe.
Yeah, it's true.
No, listen, in
ridiculous.
fact, statistically, Timber is the best right. And I'll tell you what.
And you can make an
season.
argument for Calafiori being the best left back in the league at the moment.
100%.
as
I'll
well.
be honest, and listen, I'll be honest with you, Gabriel. Seriously, I reckon, and I'm not just saying this because I'm an Arsenal fan. I do genuinely think he is the best left-sided centre back currently, right here, right now in the world.
Yeah.
I don't think many
Right
people
here,
would,
right now.
would
That's,
argue.
he scores goals. He stops goals. He is a beast. Like, this guy's an absolute legitimate beast. He's a unit, and the way he commands and demands from his team is something else. Like, what a player! All of them like that. That's the thing. I remember City did that. Remember years ago, like the 4 centre backs. All of these guys can play centre back.
Yeah.
Calafiori, Timber, centre back, and it's the wall. Serious.
I'm glad we've got like a consistency in the 11 now, because there's been times over the past few seasons you get that consistency and then you change something, then there'd be 2 players. Do you know what I mean? They just rotate a bit too much. But like that team is more than good enough to go
and he does
do
so
a job
in the
at
knowledge. I
Burnley.
mean, you're right. Consistency is a great thing to have, but the beautiful thing about the squad is that we know that if a end player is injured or not having a great day, he can bring somebody off, and the levels do not drop significantly anyway. So yeah.
So just a quick one. We've got a super chat in from Idris. Thank you. Good to see you. I've seen you pop up a few times on here. So Ethan only plays if both Odegaard and Eze are out. Yeah.
You know what? That is one thing that I have been slightly disappointed about. I've got to be honest with you. I can't understand why Ethan doesn't get more minutes. I mean,
Do you know what it is? I think
I'm not saying he should start, but he's very. His minutes have been.
It's like he's reluctant to bring him on sometimes.
I don't know if he don't trust the kid or what. What is it?
I know what you mean, and I have said it before, but at the same time, with what Arteta's doing now, with the way we're playing, with the way we're winning, top of the league, I can't really question it. Do you know what I mean?
I
In my
know,
head, I'm like,
yeah.
cool, I understand, and I do feel like he should get more minutes. But Arteta, he knows what he's doing right now.
And-
Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm not going to question it.
Can I just
if it
say-
gets to
No,
a point
go
where
on.
we don't look creative and we're drawing games or losing games, and then Ethan's not playing, then I'll question it. But while we're winning,
I hear you.
I think Arteta knows what he's
Can
doing.
I just say with that as well, is one thing I noticed is like in the League Cup when Wanyeri started against Brighton, he comes on, he scores. So what we're seeing now with Arsenal players that aren't necessarily, before it was like these players are guaranteed to play. So there wasn't the sort of intensity. But now when these players are getting given their opportunities, they come and light this pitch up. And that's what I love seeing. When they get their opportunities, they take them. It's like Ben White the other night. He was absolutely phenomenal against Brighton, given an opportunity, because he's trying to now dislodge Timber from his position, which is a mean feat. And don't forget, Ben White was a staple of this defence for seasons. Top performer. So just quickly, another super chat. Brothers in Arsenal, this is the beauty of the squad depth we have. And we haven't even had our full fit squad or clicked yet this season. In almost all of our videos, we can't help but praise the depth. Hashtag, come on you Gunners. Thank you for the super chat. Keep them coming in.
That's a good point, well made.
Yeah.
Very good point. Very good point. This squad depth, we saw it against Brighton. He rung 10 changes for that game. Okay. Now, in seasons before, if any manager, Wenger, remember, make 10 changes, we're getting battered. You know, especially against the Brighton. It was completely disjointed in those times. Now you're bringing 10 changes, and I'll be honest, we're playing Slavia Prague on Tuesday, and I can see a similar thing happening in that game. And there's no drop off in performance. I actually thought on Wednesday against Brighton, potentially albeit they had 6 shots on target, right? But I thought before the game, we could concede here, because you've completely changed the back
Well, should have
four.
been 2-0
You've
up.
completely changed the team. But then Kepa comes in.
Yeah.
And the reason why they weren't 2-0 up is because he'd done a fantastic job in goal. It called upon. It's not like, you know, like they say our players need games to bed in. Oh, he hasn't played. He needs to get regular game time. We're not seeing that with this Arsenal. So we're seeing players that are coming and they're delivering and they're performing.
I do think in that first half you saw a drop off.
I was going to say, like, let's be honest.
Okay. First half.
Can I just
could have scored 2? There were chances 1-on-1s. They were missing the target. Kepa made a decent save. If Danny Welbeck was up front, they probably would have scored 1 or 2. They had a chance from a corner. The drop off in the first half was evident. I think Arteta got into them at half time, and also credit to Nwaneri's mindset and mentality, because I thought he was poor in the first half. In the second half, I thought he was our best player. So as a young kid, when you have a bad half and do you know what I mean, you're a bit down, to get up for the second half and perform, it shows great mentality. So
You're spot on, right? You're spot on. But one thing that I've noticed about Arsenal, it happened in the Atletico game, happened in the Fulham game, it happened in the Palace game. We had poor first halves.
but not where they're creating big chances.
Yeah, they had 6 shots on target. We've obviously been watching an Arsenal side where no one's had shots on target. So I get that point. But the ball didn't end up in the back of the net. But what I'm saying is we started slow in the first half, and that's what we do in halves. We have this sort of slow, we strangulate the game, we control the game. And then in the second half, we score, we get the goals we need, and we get the job done.
But realistically, it wouldn't have been like that if we started Timber, Calafiori, Saliba and Gabriel, only because we rotated our entire back 5, and like naturally you can tell that those 5 haven't played much together. Like you can see it when you're watching it, because there are mistakes. It's fine, and listen, at least we can afford to rotate and use those players, and the more minutes they get, the more comfortable they're going to be. But they haven't really played together at all. Like Nketiah gets his first start, Ben White comes back and he hasn't played much. Mosquera starts, like Lewis Skelly. They haven't played together much. They don't have the same synergy that, you know, Gabriel and Saliba are telepathic at this point. It's very easy to say because they play together all the time.
Right, so I want to bring this up because I saw this short on AFTV actually this morning, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Matt Pincus on the match preview, you were there, Laurie, and he said that if Saliba and Gabriel had a baby, it would end up being Christian Mosquera, because you've got then Laurie was very quickly was like, no, it's mixing the test tubes. If you know the test tube, but very clearly got that one out. And I thought that was because you've got the bite and the steel and the guile of Gabriel, and then you've got the ball distribution and the silky smooth Rolls Royce ability of Saliba in Mosquera. I thought it was absolutely hilarious and it tickled me, so go check that out. A super chat come in from I'm Khan. I hope I've got that right. There was no chat attached to it. Thank you for your super chat, appreciated. But if you can put the message on it for us to read out, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, at Joey AFC Largy 14.
What is understood doesn't need to be explained. He's obviously happy.
Well, there you go.
He's
He's just happy. He's just stick it in.
What he's saying.
So at Joey AFC Largy 14. Big up, Marty. Love having you on the channel, bro. Thank you very much, my man. Greatly appreciated. Sending you love and regards for that. Very nice message. You have warmed my heart.
Nice.
You've made my day for the countless abuse that I get. So, right, moving on to the game. How do you guys see this game going? Let's get some score predictions in.
Okay.
I'm inclined to go 3-0. I did say 2-0 before. I mean, Burnley, right? I mean, they do concede quite a few goals. I mean, I think I'm right in saying, I think they conceded 17, which is equal to Forest, who are in the bottom 3. West Ham and Wolves have conceded more. But other than that, there's not too many teams that have conceded more than that. So there is a window of opportunity there for Arsenal to win this game and win it comfortably. I do expect Arsenal to win. Again, that's no disrespect to Burnley, but like I said, it's levels. We should win today. I'm gonna go 2-0. Okay. We don't often blow teams away, but I'm confident that we will win.
Okay, get the job done.
Yeah,
solid performance.
Professional. Yeah, another
Just
solid professional.
Clean sheet, strong, tough at the back. Ella.
I'm going also 2-0. I thought this morning. I just think. Listen, we do sometimes struggle with the low block and to break it down, and I can't see us running away with 4 goals. But ultimately, I'll be very happy with the 2-0.
Fantastic. 2-0, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be very happy if it's the case.
Christian?
I don't really care what the score is, to be honest. I just want 3 points. But
you've got to give a score prediction.
You
I
have to
don't know.
Christian. You have to.
I was going to go 2-0, but I think Saliba being back, I think, the unit is there. I'll go 3-0.
Well, could I just pick you up on that? So you say you don't really care, and I see where you're coming from. A win is a win, but you would like to see Arsenal turn on.
Of course, I'd like to
turn
see
it up.
But
because I think with the level of ability and talent we got in this team is, if they get it right, it could be quite frightening.
Could be.
And I don't think we've seen too much of that. Okay, we put 5 past Leeds. We beat Forest convincingly.
If you ask me in my dream,
we've not really smoked many teams. Really.
If you said in my dream scenario, what are we doing today? I'd say 5 or 6-0. Gyökeres gets a hat trick, not tap-ins. A goal from outside the box, diving header. Saka gets one of his trademark left foot, whips far corner. Trossard gets a goal. Do you know what I mean? Like that would be my dream scenario. But would I take a 1-0 scrappy win now? Yes, 3 points. Put the pressure on.
Are you conscious of this reputation?
I don't care about the reputation. I couldn't care less.
No,
about
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying, are you conscious of it?
I'm conscious of it. Obviously, I see the noise and whatever, but Laurie, we've been away to 2 years ago in that yellow kit. We went away to Burnley and won 5-0. There were other
6, wasn't it?
It was 5. There was other games where we went away and we won 6-0. I think at West Ham we won 6-0. We were smoking teams left, right, and centre. Right, we ended up on 89 points with nothing. We weren't doing this with anything. No trophy. Right, if it takes all 1-0s and scrappy wins and set pieces to lift the trophy, I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, I hear you, but it would be nice to, perform with a bit of swag. And
of course,
it would just be a bonus. Let's be honest. It would be a bonus today.
I just want the 3 points.
Good stuff. So do I.
Marty, score prediction?
So look, I'll take a 1-0 to the Arsenal. Scrappy, boring game all day long, and that it could be at Burnley Turf Moor, tough team to break down. But do you know what? I'm sticking it. I'm going to go red or black. I'm sticking it all down, and I'm just going to go out. 5-0. I'm just going for it today. Why not?
No, it could happen.
Why not? Because you know what? If I pull it off, it'd be like, good prediction. I understand that for me, the key element that I really want to see is the clean sheet. I don't care how it's achieved, whether we score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, the clean sheet. I want to keep that. Like we went through an entire October, 6 games without conceding 1 goal.
Let me ask you a quick question,
Far away.
And it's for all of you guys. Would you rather Arsenal win? And I know I'm being a bit presumptuous here,
Go for it.
but it's hypothetical. Would you rather Arsenal win 1-0 or 5-1 or 6-1?
1-0.
1-0.
Really?
No, I'll tell you why. Just quickly, can I
I'd rather
answer?
the 5-1.
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet,
or 6 goals and a goal conceded.
Yeah.
I'll take the clean sheet.
I love the clean sheet.
I'd like
Keep this run going.
Can I answer that? Right? Can I answer that? Right. The reason why I genuinely think and believe if we get through this game 1-0 or keeping a clean sheet, and then we go to Sunderland and keep another clean sheet, I really genuinely think that all the other teams. It's going to send a real warning signal, and other teams when they face us, they're not going to be like, going and beating Arsenal. They're like, how are we actually going to score a goal against this team? Like, that's seriously like, how the hell are we going to break this
I hear that,
down?
but I'll tell you why I'd rather the
concede
5 or
goals.
6-1. Because there are players in our team at the moment, notably Gyökeres, Trossard, 1 and 2 others. Even Eze's only got 1 Premier League goal this season. Those men, for the level of talent that they got, they need goals.
But what if Gabriel got 2 and Saliba got 2?
Well, That's great. But as well as aesthetics, to be able to watch us really put it on somebody and come away from it waxing lyrical, say, wow, there are players in the team. Gyökeres, he needs a couple goals, man. He's only had 3.
Just give me the 3 points.
So you'd rather 1-0?
I'd rather the clean
Then
sheet.
6-1.
I think what are we 3 goals conceded in 14
we've got enough
games
clean
this
sheets.
Yeah.
season so far.
I love
We've got a
clean
chance
sheets.
if we keep
Never
clean
have
sheets
enough
in these
clean
next
sheets. Yeah,
3
you can
games.
never.
That could be 3 goals conceded in 17 games.
Yeah, what it is, it's the message that it sends out to the other team. So when they come to play you, they're like, we cannot score. How are we going to score against this team? That is frightening, and they'll almost not give up on the. I'm not saying give up on the league, but like we win these next 2 games, and we could potentially be 10, 12 points in front, or definitely in front of Bournemouth. We could be 10 points in front of them, or at the moment we're 4, or let's say.
Well, I would say we're already in a situation where it's in our own hands.
Yes, well, of course
We're
it's
already in
we're
that
the top of the
situation.
table.
You could
As
lose
long
a
as
game
we-
and it's still
Yeah,
in our hands.
exactly.
Well,
As long as we
top of
keep
the
winning
table.
our games, there's nothing anyone can do to stop us because we're top of the table.
Yeah.
But what that element of teams not being able to score us, they'll be like, this Arsenal team is just unbelievable. They don't concede goals. They win every game. How can we compete with that?
Yeah.
Let's just win the game.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, let's
But
win the game.
I do think we'll score more
6-1.
than one goal today.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think we should.
Do you think
Would I go
Gyökeres
3-0?
needs to score? Is that?
I usually ask this. I'm like, will we see the Gyökeres celebration
You
today?
just never know. You just
hope
never
so.
know.
Surely he's going to score today.
I
Must
think
see.
Eze.
You'd think
I
so.
fancy Eze and Gyökeres today.
How many Premier League
I
games
think
has
I
he
said
got
that
now
last
without a
couple
goal?
games, though.
Because the 2 he got against Atletico
Nottingham Forest
obviously,
was his last goal.
That's a long while ago.
It is a long while.
He scored
Scored 5.
He scored 3 Premier League goals.
3 Premier League goals.
5 altogether.
3
in
and
total.
9. That's 1 in 3.
But Premier League though, he's starting to lag a little bit.
Yeah. Look, go and bang 2 or 3 today and get the 3 points.
Yeah, I second that.
And that's another reason why, like I said, I'd like to see 5 6s, because if we do get 5 or 6, it's highly likely that he's going to be in that 5 or 6. So I would rather us win 6-1 today and have Gyökeres score a brace or a hat trick.
Would you rather 6-3 or 1-0?
That's a good question. 6-2.
6-2?
Yeah,
All right, fair
6-2.
enough.
Give me 6-2. 5-1, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I want to see some goals.
Yeah. I'd love to see some goals.
So would I, certainly. So, another super chat in from Daddy012. I'll take any win to 0. Yeah, listen, mate. I think this clean sheet thing, I'm loving it.
It's a good debate, isn't
I'm
it?
loving
Clean
it.
sheet versus swag.
No, I am.
do you want?
Defensively, I'm really, I say really proud. Yeah, I am proud of the team for that defensive record. And I'll tell you what,
What
there
was it,
is
6 consecutive clean sheets?
6 consecutive clean sheets, I believe it is.
Wow.
And do you know what? If we get a clean sheet today, that equals the 87 team that went 7 games consistently with a clean sheet. Also, it will equal the 1999 team, that double winning side. They had 7 clean sheets. And Arsenal's all-time record, right, of consecutive clean sheets is how many?
I have no idea.
9.
It's 8. And that team was in 1903.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So most games won in a calendar month without conceding as well. We are top of that with 6. Then you've got Man U with 5, Tottenham with 5, Liverpool with 5, Arsenal with 5 in January 1935, and Bolton with 5 in 1912.
And I think they're going after Chelsea's record, isn't it, of only 15 goals conceded.
They're on track to
all
do it,
season.
but that is a ridiculous record.
I think that would be a bonus
99.
by the end of the season. Like, we're not looking at it being like, oh my god, we need
Yeah,
to smash
just
that
win the
record.
title.
It just would be like fun if we did.
That's the thing.
know what I mean?
98-99, Arsenal conceded 17 goals in the whole season and didn't win the league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and-
crazy.
and, you know,
Absolutely crazy.
By a point.
But we, in 1990-91, we conceded 17 goals and we won the league at an absolute canter. Well, no, it wasn't a canter actually, to be honest. We were just clearly the best side in, and we got points deducted as well. So,
Yeah.
you know, and this, what I'm saying is this team right here, right now, is equaling records set by George Graham's mean defence. Like, that was a tough Steve Bold, Tony Adams, at the time, John Lukage in 87, but also replaced by David Seaman. Dixon and Winterburn. This defence now is being spoken about in levels of those legendary 1-0 to the Arsenal teams.
Yeah, but they are now. But at the end of the season, if they don't lift the trophy, they won't be.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
But one thing I would say though, just very quickly, is that what we're seeing though, the way we're playing at the moment and the way we're winning games, is a kind of aura about us that I just don't see us losing today. And I'm saying that with some confidence. I'm trying not to be overconfident.
Yeah, no, I know.
But you know what I'm saying? I just get the feeling when I watch us play, even when we played Brighton in the week, and we made quite an inauspicious start to that game, because I personally thought the manager rotated too heavily. But anyway, when we were voicing our concerns, weren't we? But at no point did I think we were going to lose. Even when, Brighton had a few chances and I just thought, it will click, it will get there. And that's what happened.
Yeah. So quick super chat from @MarkNeighbour. +5 goal difference with a 6-1 is more important than a clean sheet. Get that goal difference up and make it count.
I kind of disagree, because I just think it.
Okay.
Well, I like the idea of teams getting into the mentality where we're like, oh my god, like we can't score against, like it being so frustrating that teams can't score against us. I'd rather that than a +5 goal difference. I just like the fact that teams are like, we just can't do it. Yeah.
Can't score. And before reaching November, we've managed to shut our opponents out 11 times from 14 matches, which is 2 more than our previous best after the same amount of games set back in 2007, 2008.
Wow. Yeah, it's great. It's all looking good, but let's just go and win a title, man.
We're ready.
You know what I mean? All this talk, everything, let's just keep going, keep winning and lift something at the end of the season. Like we can get ahead. I've got ahead of myself so far this season, don't get me wrong.
Have you?
But yeah, I think
you went early, didn't you?
No, I didn't go early because I believe it now.
Well, you did kind of win early.
No, but what I'm saying right now, I think is true. No, but what I'm saying right now, I think is true. But it won't matter at the end of the season if we don't win anything.
Mm-hmm. Do you still listen? And it's not true. Do you still believe with that statement that Arsenal?
I don't need to talk about that. It doesn't matter if I believe it or not. We're up there.
Man.
It does.
No, but it doesn't. We're up there. We're up there, right? You can ask a rival fan. They did it on Soccer Saturday. They played my clip, and then 2 rival fans put us third. So whether I think we're first or second or third, we're up there. Right, all of our fans will put us up there. Rival fans are putting us up there. First and third aren't that far away from each other. But again, it won't mean anything. All this talk, all this whatever it is, won't mean anything if we don't lift the title.
Yeah.
So just go and do it. Be consistent. I don't care. I don't actually care if it's 6-1 or 1-0.
So why'd you say that if you don't want to talk about it?
Because I was gassed up, man. It was after Atletico Madrid. It was after Atletico Madrid 4-0. Right, we just smoked Atletico 4-0 when everyone was talking about this defensive derby and all this stuff. But just go and lift the title.
But you know what it is? When you said that, I remember it specifically. I actually challenged you on the spot. And to be fair, when you articulated what you said, I thought, you know what? Even though it's a bold statement, it's not far off.
Yeah,
it's certainly worthy of a conversation.
Ryan just sent me Give Me Sport power rankings, best team in the world, best teams in the world, and Arsenal are number 1, PSG second, City, Bayern.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I've owned it. I've said my piece on it.
To be fair,
Get the t-shirt.
Keep owning it.
So I get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Power rankings. Look, if we win the league, I'll get it on a t-shirt.
No, because what you said, and you, I don't know if you meant to be deliberate about it, but you got the words right. You said at the moment.
I did say
and
at
that's
the
where
moment.
some people were tripping because they said, "How can this guy say that? Look at PSG." Look.
And I also said in that interview, Laurie, if we don't win anything, it means nothing.
You did.
So I don't just want to keep saying over and over again. I'm not that kind of fan that just says
you
things.
can dine
for the
out
sake
on
of it.
this.
Ryan, can you just
If we
quickly
win,
put that up on
the
screen
league, I can
for
dine
us,
out on
please?
it.
Can you put Ryan? Can you actually put that power rankings up on screen so the viewers can see it, if that's possible? No. Listen, where you say it, I genuinely believe that. What I'm seeing with this Arsenal side, listen. Name me right here, right now. Like I said about the Gabriel thing, I'm not talking about 6 months ago. I'm not talking about in 6 months' time. I'm talking about right here, right now. Currently, and form is everything.
And the stats bear it out because right now we're top of the Premier League by a little distance. We're joint top of the Champions League table as well.
But then you could make an argument for Bayern. They've won every single game they played this season. PSG won the Champions League.
Yeah,
but that's
there's
why
argument
it's
for
down
both
to
of those
opinions.
teams.
And that's why I said it's worthy of debate.
This is what we do. So leads me on nicely to a super chat from Joe Talks Footy. How are you watching the game? With my eyes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well
Good
said.
answer.
So that's how I'm going to be watching the game. Here we go. So the power rankings have come up for the best teams in the world, as you can see. on it. You've got Arsenal in first. With
How about Munich,
PSG,
not
Man
City?
City, Bayern, Liverpool. How have
Bayern.
Liverpool slid into fifth when they've just lost?
Well, I suppose
This is getting clipped. This is getting clipped
Martin,
again.
this is. I don't think this is just this season. This is just like because obviously they did
This is
win the
right
league
now.
last season, so they're
It is right
still.
now.
There must be a lot of aggregation going on. In
Yeah, there is.
They did just win the Premier League in their defence.
You've got that. Yeah, there's some interesting. There's
Got
some
what?
interesting.
I think Aston Villa are up there somewhere, aren't they?
I can't see
Really?
it, like, 'cause there's a big
Dunno.
bush in the way.
Yeah, Aston Villa. Villa.
Real Madrid in sixth, Barcelona seventh, Chelsea.
Who's even made this? Like, it's not
Yeah, this is
official, is it? It's
ridiculous.
just some
No, it is.
company making.
It's
This
made
is
to back
silly.
you up, Christian.
Yeah, I think it
Make
is.
you
This
feel
is
better
made to
about
start
it.
arguments between football fans.
Of course it is.
no, but that's what we love as football fans.
Yeah,
We love to
absolutely.
have
A bit
these
of debate.
debates, Yeah.
The main thing is Arsenal are up there, right? I've been watching Arsenal over the Emirates era and the time I've supported the club. Be nowhere near it. Arsenal wouldn't be in the top 50.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like I made that statement, but we're not top 20. Like, people are putting us up there. Again, go and win something, and then we'll have these conversations.
Even as recently as last year, we would have gone up to Burnley and we'd been sitting there. This year, like I said, we try not to be overconfident. What we're speaking from a position of strength because of how the team has performed. We go there with confidence. We can stick our neck out and say, "I believe we're going to win," and I don't think too many people can really argue that. If we drop points today, that is seen as a big upset. That being said, we have to embrace this. When you're the top boy, when you're the top dog in any sport, that's what the real champions do. Innit?
Yeah.
They come to your place. This is tennis, boxing, whatever. When the champion's there, you know it, innit?
You know what I'd love to see as well, that no one's talking about? January transfer window where we just get in like one or two
Semenyo?
top quality players,
Yeah.
and maybe a
So they know.
Semenyo.
Oh.
Do you think they'll buy him?
I just
Jamie?
don't know if it's possible in January though.
No, I think they will.
Is it?
I've heard recently that they've got money to spend.
I just don't
And
know if that deal is
imagine if
possible.
if we're still on this run in January, like top of the league, champions, whatever, and then we go and bolster the squad. Like that would make a massive statement.
Like,
I think they'll only bolster if
They
there's
might
an
sell
injury.
Trossard though.
Look,
They
I'm
could
not
sell
being
Trossard
funny.
in January and buy
No.
Semenyo.
well, you
They
don't
could.
forget you
They
need
could.
you need to get rid of Jesus. You've got you.
I think Jesus is going. I'm not sure we'll see him in an Arsenal shirt
Do
again.
you think?
No, he's not going. I saw him in Zara last week, mate.
He said he's staying.
No.
but fans
the
say-
exact words he
players
said
say
to
these
me
things.
when I said to him, "Are you going to be back?" He actually said, "I'll be back very soon." And I'm
bet he
taking
wants
it.
I hope he'll be back. Actually, I like Jesus as a player, and we don't know what Jesus we're
You
going
know
to see.
what an option from the left hand side it would be.
Or
with
through the
what we've
middle.
got. Yeah,
Yeah.
back up to your
Because-
person. Listen, he was a good.
Well,
player.
I wouldn't even say it like, okay, yeah, back up, but he's a very different player to Jokeris.
Yeah.
Very tricky, quick,
Holds the ball up.
holds the
really well.
ball up well, skillful. So yeah,
Everything in his game's good apart from his finishing. To be honest.
exactly. Yeah.
And it's just a shame about the injuries because he can't stay fit for very long.
Yeah, exactly.
But it would be nice to have him
He was
back.
getting back to his best last season. He was on a goal scoring run, wasn't he? And then he
Yeah.
done his ACL.
So
again.
quick
So I
super.
thought I'd do a Cecil name drop, get that in there. I know Cecil likes the odd name drop.
You're hanging out with Jesus and Zara. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I seen him in Zara last week.
Yeah. Good stuff.
My
So
claim
quick.
to fame.
There you go. Quick super chat from Zeph. 5 games at 3 p.m. is crazy. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we could be 7 points clear very quickly. Once we've kicked off, we've got Tottenham and not Tottenham, Chelsea. Sorry, we've got Liverpool, Villa playing at 8 o'clock, and then tomorrow Bournemouth are playing Manchester City. That could be an interesting game.
Spurs Chelsea is a
Spurs Chelsea today, innit?
huge game.
5:30.
An
Yeah.
absolutely huge
When
game.
is that Spurs Chelsea game?
Tonight. It's
Oh, is it?
5:30.
Because I've got to drive through there. Is that Spurs?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
at Tottenham. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, so some interesting games. Got Brighton and Leeds, Burnley, Arsenal, Palace and Brentford, Fulham, Wolves, Forest, Man U, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, Villa, West Ham, Newcastle tomorrow, and Manchester City and Bournemouth tomorrow. So coming to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, please come back online because the delightful Christian Ty is going to be hosting the watch along. So stay tuned, where we can see if Arsenal continue their clean sheet record, their winning run, and solidify their place at the top of the table. Last thoughts before we go, Laurie? Final words?
A win today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Christian, that was
Agreed.
brief.
Get the 3 points. Move on.
Yeah. Ella?
Echo what's already been said. Just
Brilliant.
get job done.
I'm going to end it with a quick super chat from Ross Herford. Love the content. Thank you very much. Do you think Gyökeres starts when Kai and Jesus are back? How many goals do you think Victor will get this season? I think he will get 25 in all competitions. Okay, I just do. And Gyökeres does start when Kai and Jesus are back. I think you're going to see some Arteta, some tinkering with the team, and they'll get time. Whether if Jesus stays, which will be interesting. Listen, could add another dimension to our game.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you very much, everyone who put super chats in. Greatly appreciated, and we hope to see that for the watch along. So,
when we back on air,
We'll be back.
we are going to be back on at 2:45. You guys can catch us here. I've been Marty. This has been AFTV. Thanks for watching. Please check out all the content. Signing out.